Hi, my daughter told me how to handle the camera.
Oh, okay.
I'm still new with the Zoom. I
I
used to
see you.
use
Very perfect.
very well. Happy to see you again, sir. Happy to see you again, sir.
Okay. I am too.
I too, okay.
How are you?
Now, are you now in the office?
Yes, I sit in my office. Sitting.
Okay. So you're not working right now?
I sitting in my office, but I'm not. I'm free now, and
Okay.
I can speak with you without. Oh, what's right? I can speak with you without problems.
All right. That's a great one to know then.
What are you doing? Are you sitting in office too?
No, I'm right now. I'm home right now.
Uh,
I thought you to set up the time for you. So I was in the middle of taking the time so just only for you for this moment for this lovely meeting.
okay, thanks. Uh, it's a working time.
What
It's a
what did you
working
say?
time. You work. You have a business. You work in yourself.
Yeah, I'm a teacher.
Ah, teacher.
I'm a teacher, right?
English teacher.
I teach English. Of course, I teach English.
Oh, very good.
No, you know exactly what I do. I
Uh,
teach English for Indonesian student and for the university student. And also, have you ever heard TOEFL? TOEFL?
TOEFL, I know.
Have you scored your own TOEFL already?
I know about TOEFL, but I don't know what is it.
Okay.
It's a exam. It's a program.
Yeah, that's certifications of being proficiency in English. It is internationally recognized. If you are active, if you are capable of speaking English fluently, you need to show the certificate that you are capable. That is shown in on a true certificate. So you need to go through some tasks for having the TOEFL.
Ah, I understand. You prepare students for the TOEFL.
That's great. That's great.
It's
That's what I do. I'm preparing my student to be able to follow the tasks.
ah, it's a good. I
Yeah.
I started studying 4 months ago.
Oh, really?
Yes, and this is my experiment. This is my experiment. I want to see can I learn English in 1 year. In 1 year, speak fluently
Really?
without help teachers and without courses.
Oh, really? So he studied himself without any instructions or any guide?
Yes,
No
I
guidance at all?
I take materials from YouTube and reading book and
Marvelous. That's a good one. That's the spirit.
yes, it's my began this experiment. I want it's interesting for me.
Wonderful. I'm happy to hear that from a zealous people like you. Zealous means the people with the spirit. So you just all do this all by yourself. without any guidance. Really?
Really.
Wonderful, marvelous, marvelous. I should appreciate.
I now after 4 months I can speak. I can speak and I understand, but I don't understand everything.
Oh, really?
But I understand in general.
Okay. Wait. Somebody coming to my house, right? Can you tell me service right on the door? I need to open the door, please.
Okay, no problem.
Just a minute, just a minute.
Okay.
Apa ya? Kenapa live-nya begini?
Mati kali
Apanya mati?
teleponnya. Oh, udah 40 menit.
Really?
Zoom tuh kalau nggak premium cuma 40 menit, jadi harus bikin room ulang.
Hello?
Yes, I listen.
My screen is off. I don't know where should I do to take it on?
I listen and I see you very perfect.
Okay, but I can't see anything on my screen now. Perhaps.
Coba lihat di bagian bawah, masuk ke Zoom lagi.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like this?
Yeah.
Ah, there you are. Okay, no problem. It's just small issues.
I am a lucky man. I find you teacher, and I need
Yeah,
you.
but I'm not native. I'm not native teacher. But I've been learning English for years. I've been searching, I've been exploring. I did my all times, right? That's connected to my English. It's my daily breath. You know, the English it's been my daily breath. So I thought that I could share to you whatever you want if you just want to learn more about an English.
Some
Is
words
it good for you?
But I understand your some words I can understand.
Okay, no problem.
Some moments you speak very slowly, some very fast, and when you speak very fast, I can catch.
Now I can share you how to deal with the spoken English. We're supposed not to follow the rhythm. We're supposed not to be opposed our speaking or speakings were into any natural language into our tone. It is the idea how to be natural. Okay? It is an idea how to be natural. I just try to be having as natural as possible speaking to you. So you'll be able to respond as being native as well. Is that okay for you?
What's it's a car for you? Car?
No, I mean, it is the terms of learning something being native.
Being native.
You know, native one, you know, when you talk to someone from English speaking country, you want someone natural speaking English. So we need to know exactly what they're talking about into their tone, into their manner, into their being familiar. So it is not the way we learn some English here, but we need to adapt our speaking English, our ability into their tone, into their language tone.
Oh, I understand.
Okay. No, you look so happy today.
You,
Are you happy today? Now tell me about the way you learn in English.
learn,
The
learn.
way you learn in English.
I every day I watching YouTube channels in English. YouTube and
YouTube channel. Okay.
YouTube channels and listen English conversation, but I can't catch everything. Some words I don't catch. Some words I understand, but I notice my English with every day becomes very improves.
Yes, it is. I can see that you can speak English. It is transactional English. I do understand exactly what you're talking about, and you could understand exactly what I'm talking about. That is a transactional English. But, sir, you need more than that. You need style. You
Yes.
need how to personate something. You need to be able to speak like them, like the native speaker. So your English will be appreciated. Your English will be far more better if you could learn more and more. One of them is having your TOEFL score. In the TOEFL score, there is a listening. They are listening, reading, and speaking abilities tested in the TOEFL. After accomplishing the task, you'll be receiving a certificate. That's a TOEFL certificate. This TOEFL certificate will bring your career internationally. It's not in your countries only, but it is internationally. It is welcome internationally. Your English is being regarded as worth to be spoken, worth to be understood, easily voted on for the native person.
Oh, it's a good. I understand your every word.
Wow, congratulations. That's a good progress anyway. I'm happy you're following exactly what I'm saying to you. Now tell me the way you have been progressing your English, just not watching YouTube. How about communicating to your friends? How about communicating to your college? Whatever. What methods do you use anyway, mister?
I live in little town, and there are find foreigners very difficult.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes, I live in little town, and I every day go to the fitness center,
Yes. Hmm?
and the training there are, and there are I meet every day with two Italian people.
Italian people. Do they
Yes,
speak English?
they come and training with me.
Okay, so they are trainer in
Yes,
your.
and they know English, but is not perfect. But
Okay. Yeah, that's a big problem. That's a big problem. If because it's an Italian man, Italian countries are isn't also learning an English. Unfortunately, you have not incapable training in speaking English. So there is an issue on that.
yes, but it's a very help it for me because
Okay.
but it's the English is not good. But I every day prepare
Talk to him.
training center. My English, I every day prepare my English. I training and
Okay.
the speaking. It's very good.
Okay. Okay, that's the way you can speak English now. Okay, okay. So you have been involving in communicating with these foreigner, Italian guys, and the other foreigner is?
It's only foreigners in our town.
Only one foreigner in the town.
I don't know. I don't meet other foreigners in our town.
So how about like this? Have you ever met the native speaker from America or from British or perhaps from Australia? Have you ever had experienced something with them?
You asked me about can I traveling to other countries?
No, not traveling. You could stay home, but just like this, you could talk to them online, just like this, but with the native speaker.
Yes, I'm every day searching
Okay.
peoples in our world.
Wow, wow. That's a good one. That's a good one. How about your grammar, your structure?
I
Have you already mastered all the time aspect in English grammar?
I I study, but it's not every day. But
Okay,
one week,
okay.
I make 2 attempts by
Mhm.
grammar.
Do you study alone or somebody help you?
I study in my own
Mhm.
without helps. I sit in my work and open the computer and
Okay.
study
All right. So let's say you study all the way alone.
alone.
Yes?
Alone or alone?
Alone, alone.
Yes, I study alone.
Okay, you seems to be a bit confused and puzzled on my saying to you when I speak fast. Do you?
I
You
understand your
feel?
speech.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got a bit puzzled, a bit confused of my sayings to you if I talk to you naturally without my posing,
Oh,
right? Forcing means that I speak slowly. When I speak slowly, you will be understanding me perfectly, clearly. But that's not a good idea to have the pause and in the speaking, because we need to be as natural as possible. When you have a tone, when you have a pause in a communicating, it means they just follow you. It is not natural. I need you to be having a new habit of taking somebody speaking into your being capable of taking them as naturally as possible. And that will be a good progress for you.
oh.
Do you understand what I'm saying now?
I think if I will every day conversation with native
Yes,
persons, native speaker persons, native languages,
yes,
my
yes.
English will be improved very fast.
Very, very fast and natural as well.
I
You
am
need have You need to find a friends from America or from Australia or from any other speaking countries, English speaking countries, as to be a friends of yours and having a conversation like this. Though you have me now, yes, you can talk to me, but I'm not native. I'm learning as well as you. I'm learning as well as you do. I'm Indonesian and you're Kazakhstan. So we are not native speaker. We learn in English. We try to imitate. What is imitate? Do you know imitate? Imitate.
Yes,
We
yes,
just
imitate.
follow. Very good. We just follow them. We just follow them. But we need a strategy. We need a method how to be fluent in English by using their thinking, their way, their tone, their neuro-linguistic. It is all connected with the linguistic. It is all connected with the neuro-linguistic back to in our brain. If you just speak directly to them, you memorize something into your hippocampus. They call this hippocampus, meaning that small things between left hemisphere or right hemisphere in our brain. In our brain, it is naturally given by divinely given. So it will be faster when you just talk to them directly. You will be having a great experience, a very great experience, right? To be having their habit, their idioms, their language tone, their manner. We need not imitating 100%, but we could take it into our learning. That is the way we learn language. I appreciate what you say that you've been watching YouTube, you've been talking to your trainer in your gymnasiums, right? And whatever you said that you just study alone, you have to time. But take my advice now. It is recommended to be having a friend, a native person from English-speaking country. There are only 3 countries called native: Australia, America, and the British. And you could search online, you could take it freely without paying anything, like this, just like this. And they have their own program. You know, from YouTube, you could take it from YouTube, many kinds of the sources of channels offering freely without paying anything, right? And we can have Zoom like this with the native person. So you could send some things over there. That's a tips from me for you.
It's a very good advice. Thanks. I'm very glad. And I noticed your English very perfect. You speak as
I'm not perfect. No, I'm not. I'm learning as much as you are. We are learning in English. You and me have been learning English for years. When I was young, it was taught in the class. You know what? I was away from the teacher because I was afraid of English. So I was away of the class. But presently, I realized English is very important to my career. You know what? I'm telling you my secrets, my lives here. I used to work as a non-government organization in Aceh. Did I tell you about this?
yes.
Yes, I used to work as a non-government organization for voluntary, for humanitarian organization. So I used to be communicating to other person from all over the world using an English. But I didn't realize that an English has a great future of taking as friends, right, to be a communicator, to be integrated as a one community. So I've been learning many things, right, through an English, humanity, psychology, anything through an English, anything. We can learn anything from them by having English actively engaged in many kinds of community. So you could do as well, bro. You could do as well. That's my experience sharing
Yes,
to
yes,
you.
it's a very good experience. It's a very useful experiment.
Yes, yes,
Yeah, but
yes.
I,
Indeed, it is.
it's enough. It's what's right. In our country is not volunteers, is not foreigners. It's difficult for me. And
Oh, really?
second difficult, it's my language.
Mm.
When I speak with Italian mans, they told me uh, Italian persons
Mhm.
very easy speak English than Kazakh because
Okay.
Italian language like look like English.
Mhm.
Italian and English look like between us, between
Okay.
them.
Mhm.
Kazakh language is a very difficult language and don't like English and very difficult.
Okay.
I think Indonesian language is too very difficult language.
Okay. You like, would you like to learn Indonesia? I can share you. And I would like to learn Kazakhstan. I would like to learn your language so we can exchange one another.
Firstly, I must study English. Then
That's it.
I will think about Indonesian language.
Okay, okay, okay. Because it is all language matter. I love language. Really, I do. I do love language because through language we could communicate to other nation. We could share our experience. We could share our ideas. Even we could share our philosophy to others by using language. It's not only English. Kazakhstan has a language. Indonesia has language. Italian has a language. So they have all about the language here all over the world, right? That's an idea why we communicate, why we can communicate one another through language. So it's a matter of a language now.
It's a very great, very good. Fernando,
Yes.
I tell you very thanks for your advices. It will be very good, and I take many useful advices. Thanks for connection. My program attention for me in 5 minutes. Our conversation will be interrupt. My program's attention.
Okay.
Yes.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure to be sharing something useful for you. Because in my points of view, in my mind, if I could deliver something positively to other people, there will be reward unseen. The reward is unseen from the gods to multiply our reward into our capability. That's my principle. That's my philosophy. So if I could share something value, if I could share something positively to other persons, it will be nice for my knowledge. It will be a, a remarkable progress will be I having if I take on this point into someone else, right? That's the idea of sharing something. It is not all about commercial. It's not all about money. It's about us. It is about us with our principle. So I think it is good to know you. It is very, very good to know, and I do appreciate exactly what you being my friends here who could share anything, not just language, but we could share culture, the way of life, so I can understand what the Kazakhstan peoples lives there apart from my country, and you could understand as well what I take here as Indonesian person living in Indonesia. So we could change some things. That is something valued. That is a valuable, not for every person, but for certain people who could very lucky to be a friends like you, and you are lucky to be to have a friends like me. So that's wonderful in this world, don't you think?
Okay, thanks, thanks.
Yeah, yeah.
It was very good. Thanks. Your English is very perfect. And
No, 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 I'm
you,
not perfect. I'm still learning.
you speak special for me very slowly. And I understand your every word. And I am very glad. And I
Thank
tell
you.
you very thanks. Big
Okay.
I think I will prepare and maybe continue our conversation after 1 or 2 weeks. I think my English in that time will be good than now.
Inshallah, inshallah. Yes, if we keep practicing, because language is not formulations of physics or math, it is habit. It is just the way we do every single time we have. If you're focused on language and then you keep doing that, you keep practicing that with a correct person with a good sources, right? You'll be able to elevate, to increase your capability. in in matters of time, you're supposed not to be worried about the time. You're supposed not to be worried about the level. Just let it flow naturally. Let it flow naturally, and you will be having a significant progress. You know what I mean? Significant progress.
Significant.
Big progress. Big one. Significant. I'm sorry using sometimes terminology. I'm sorry using a fancy word. They call this a fancy
No
word,
problem.
or formal word, right?
It's good
Because
for you.
yes, you need to know as well, because there is a level in English, there is a level in the language, and it's in English. You could be a formal, you could be academic, you could be casual like this. This is a casual. We just have a light conversation between two friends. But sometimes we need to present it to other people in a formal situation. Sometimes we need to be academic when we argue something, according to our argument or our opinion, something like that. So it is all connected to the style that you need to know. English is not only transactional language. It can be upgraded into some certain of point, some certain of level, that people will be appreciating your English into that level.
Okay.
And you could be, because I know that, I know from my seeing now, from my opinion, to my suggestions for you, you've been fighting alone. That's, I could take it from you. You've been struggling because your environment there are only few natives that who could be a friends of you to talk with. So
Okay.
I think that you've been fighting yourself alone. That should be regarded as a compliment. That's my appreciation to your fighting alone in
Yes,
learning.
I